How is everybody doing? My name is Echo. In today's video, we are reviewing the Feed the Bees add-on created by Feed the Beast. This add-on will cost you 660 Minecraft coins. That's £3.29. This add-on is $4. According to the creators, this add-on comes with 128 resource bees. There are more honeycombs on offer and even new woods and armor. The file size of this is 18 megabytes. This is one of those add-ons that's going to keep you busy for a very long time. Now, once you have this installed in a new or pre-existing world, you will be given a guidebook, but also this. It says bee crates, break open for bees. Now, I haven't used this before, wanted to save this for today's video. So let's go ahead and break this. You'll then be given a bunch of bees that are now in jars. Now, obviously, right now, this doesn't exactly have any context, but I will go ahead and place these down. These are going to make so much more sense as we go through this add-on. There are two ways to use this book. The first one is going to be crouching and right-clicking. This is going to give you access to specific categories, change logs, introduction, catching bees, breeding, etc. The other way, which I find so much better, is by just simply tapping on this and going through the pages. Here is the introduction, but let's get started straight away. This book is your one-stop guide to becoming a beekeeping pro. We'll cover everything you need to know about your new buzzing buddies, from the exciting world of catching them to the secrets of successful breeding. You'll even learn how to process the amazing resources your bees produce. First, we need to make ourselves some jars. Now, trust me, the creators of this weren't lying when they said there were so many bees available. These are all of the bees you are able to capture, and there is so much content available inside of this. Really simple to make yourself the jars. You are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pieces of glass. So grab all of these, open up this, tap on this, and you're able to make these. You'll be given 3 at a time. Now we've got to go and capture a bee. Just for reference, in this, you are also able to capture just a regular bee. In doing so, your jar will be consumed, and the bee will now be inside of here. As the book mentions, got your empty jar ready? Perfect. Now just walk up to any bee and tap on it with a jar in your hand. We've just done that. However, if you want to set your bee free, simply place the jar on the ground. But remember though, this will use up your jar, so choose wisely when to release your bees. So we have a bee. If you drop this, or should I say tap it on the floor, the bee will be free, but one of your jars will actually be consumed. The next part, here's what you need to get started with breeding bees. 2 tasty treats. Grab any 2 flowers to keep your bees happy. 2 compatible bees. Find 2 bees that can become bee parents. They don't need to be the same type, but they have to be compatible. So again, if you want to go and find different kinds of bees, they will spawn in different types of biomes. So on this occasion, we got quite lucky. This one actually has oak on its back, so I'm guessing this is going to be an oak bee. So this time we're in a birch forest. So this is going to be a birch bee. We are able to breed these together to get a different kind of bee. I brought them back. I've got both of my bees. We're going to use cornflowers. They can be a whole range of different types of flowers, by the way. We're going to place this down, and we're going to breed these. If they are compatible, we should end up with a different kind of bee. I'm guessing this is going to be a chest one. So I'm just going to quickly grab this and double check what this one is. This one right here is, in fact, a chest bee. Obviously, trying to understand what a bee like this does can actually be quite confusing. That's where this next Beepedia actually comes into play. You're going to need 1 book and some honeycomb. So grab this, open up this, tap on this, and you're able to make the Beepedia. This is going to teach you everything you need to know. You're also able to search for a specific bee. As an example, gold bee, for example. If you tap on this, you can learn everything you need to know about a gold bee. The parents have to be a terracotta bee and a deep slate bee. And if we go back to this and we go back once again, we have the full list of everything available. There are so many different options. All the concrete ones. We have a diamond one here. So a diamond one, in order to get a diamond bee, you would have to breed an iron bee and a prismarine bee. Or, sorry, you can't actually find these. Can only be bred or traded with the wandering beekeeper. So I'll show you him now. They will just spawn naturally in your world. Very similar to a wandering trader. They'll just have 2 bees on a leash. They require emeralds. But again, it's limited only. So we can buy a shroomlight bee, for example. A concrete one. We're able to buy red sands. We have an amethyst. We have a cherry. So many different bee types available here. Let's check out what these bees actually look like. Now, obviously, they love flowers. So this is where having a flower forest or an absolutely incredible garden will play in your favor. So amethyst, we have red sand, we have concrete, shroom, and we have a cherry one. Now, if I was to hit one, I can confirm they all will get angry at you. So both of these books are going to be your best friends. This one also teaches you about categories. We have nature, construction, and items. Nature is just going to teach you how to find specific bees. If you go to ores, again, we have ancient debris, coal, copper, diamond, etc. I'm not going to go through all of this. This is something that you will learn when you download this for yourself. As for the construction, it's just going to teach you more about like the concrete kind of bees. Again, each one offers something very different. Oh yeah, one more thing. It's important to understand that not all bees are compatible with each other. If you are breeding or trying to breed 2 types of bees and heart particles don't appear, that means they're not compatible. This is where things start to get awesome, because as you can see, this bee, for example, has oak on its back. As mentioned in the book, we have the gathering and harvesting. During the day, your bees will buzz around, smelling out flowers. But wait, these aren't your average pollinators. Special resource bees gather resources instead of pollen. You'll see them growing cool stuff right on their back. Collecting these resources is simple. Just brush your resource bees with your hand. This will make them drop a special honeycomb unique to the type of bee. Some bees, like our water and lava friends, are a bit more particular. You won't be able to brush them. Instead, you'll need a handy bucket to collect the resources they produce. So if we were to brush this bee, he has now produced this, which is oak honeycomb. This is where you have to make the apiarist table. Now, this is made with a regular hive and some oak. So go ahead, grab your hive, grab this. It can actually be done inside of the player inventory as well. Place this down. Now, in doing so, you are then able to use this to make this. And as you can see, it's also clickable there. Now, inside of here, it does not work in a regular crafting table. So you have to use this. In doing this, you will not only get oak from your bees, but also beeswax. Beeswax can be used to make a new type of block, but all of these honeycombs can be used to make different resources. So we'll start with this first. Once you have enough of this, you can make the blocks. Now, it does mention in the book that this can be slippery. So you're going to move along this much faster. You can break this relatively easy with your hands. So if we let's just do some regular walking here. And then let's just do some regular walking on here. You can see there is a significant difference. So it's kind of just a little bit faster than ice. And I'm guessing if you run on this, not so much when you run. More so when you walk. I grabbed a couple of different honeycombs for an example. This is from an amethyst bee. This is from a clay bee, diamond bee, and a cobblestone one. Come to this. And as you can see, we're now able to make the specific resources. And yeah, it's just a way to get more regular resources in Minecraft. In fact, we now have renewable diamonds. This next part is something I really enjoyed. So if we go to the next page here, we have bee storage. Sure, using jars for temporary bee storage is a quick solution, But for long-term beekeeping in your world, there are better methods. Beehives. These are great homes for your bees, similar to vanilla bees. They can fly freely, gather resources, and thrive within the hive. Bee nests. Unlike vanilla bees, your new bees can't use bee nests. These are reserved for vanilla bees. Remember, the new bees don't produce honey in hives. So you're able to make these. Again, there's a whole bunch of different designs for this. So if we were to just grab this and read the name real quick, it's a box. So I think if I go inside of here and type in box, you'll see we're able to make a bunch of these. Again, the recipe is the same, being cobblestone, honeycomb, and a hive. Just this material is going to change. So on this occasion, we're going to make ourselves a cherry one, a bee one. So let's go ahead and grab all of this, open up this, and let's make this. The next part is where this becomes really, really cool. Now, you're not actually able to place it down on a lantern, strangely enough. You have to place it next to it. So we have these, which can be used as a storage system, but also something better. Bee boxes are a game changer for any budding beekeeper. Here's what sets them apart: storage and automation. Like beehives and nests, bee boxes hold up to 3 bees. But unlike their vanilla counterparts, they have built-in storage like a chest. The best part, bee boxes automatically harvest resources for your bees. You'll need to catch bees with a jar first. Then you have to tap on a box with a bee. And instead of me reading it to you, let me actually show you this. I've gathered gold, red, and a pumpkin one, for example. I can go ahead and tap this on here, and it's actually going to produce a type of honeycomb. Now, I don't think we're able to put 3 different types inside of there, but if you want to get this out, grab yourself a jar, and you can withdraw them. I've gathered 3 different bees: pumpkin, red nether brick, and a gold bee. In fact, I've gathered 2 here. So if I go ahead and tap this on this storage system, this bee is now inside of here, and I think it can produce honeycomb. I'm able to put more than 1 inside of there. So if I was to go ahead and give myself another one, you're able to put 3. If I grab 1 more, I'm not able to put them inside of there. So this is going to produce materials for you. Now, unfortunately, you're not able to mix and match. And to take these out, crouch and tap, and it will take 1 out, but it will go straight in here. Let's say I want it to be a red nether brick. I'm not able to do this. I can't actually add that on there. So, yeah, please remember that if you're trying to mess around with it. And I think, hold on, if I was to use the pumpkin one, okay, I think we might have found a bug there. It just replaced my previous one into this. But I'm just going to leave these 3 inside of here and see what happens. Like I did say, these do come in a whole range of different colors. So if you wanted to change these to a different design or a different build, let's say you wanted to have like an acacia build, great. You wanted to have this one. You want to have a jungle, dark oak. So a whole bunch of different ones are available. I actually really like this one. Let's grab the warped one as well. So a whole range of different bee boxes and storage systems. I went ahead and put a whole bunch of different types of bees inside of these specific bee boxes, and over time they are going to produce resources for me, and that one just did it right there. So now we have the crying obsidian honeycomb, and we actually got quite a lot, and this one also did the exact same. So this one gave us gold. In fact, it actually produces it very, very quickly. I can't use that one. I have to use this. That's something I'm going to have to remember. I do need this. Gold really easily. Crying obsidian really, really easily. Now, this book does mention you are able to craft specific bees. Some bees can also be crafted to make things a little bit easier. So you're able to do dirt, gravel, and water. I couldn't figure out how to craft the water bee. So if I go in here and type in water, this is made with... I was putting them all the way around. This one works slightly different because a dirt bee is all the way around and a gravel bee is all the way around. But of course, you can't stack water buckets, so this makes total sense. Anyway, let's grab all of these and these and these. So this would be 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. That makes sense. These go all the way around the outside. Does it produce water, though? That's going to be interesting to see. And that goes there. So these are all craftable kinds of bees. And as long as they're pollinating, they're going to produce materials for you. Because as soon as we go over to these ones, like this one, or is that amethyst or is that diamond? Diamond. Looks pretty cool. It's going to produce the materials that we need. And these will do the same over time. Some can also be smelted as well. So if we grab this, these can be smelted into different ones. So if we smelt the oak one, it says any log will be coal, sand will be glass, red sand magma, netherrack, nether brick, clay will be terracotta. So this should now be a coal one. Sand, okay, let's do that one while we let you go free. Some of the designs of these are incredible. I haven't actually had the pleasure of checking them all out, but regardless, they're really, really cool. This is going to be your glass one, which I think we did see one of those before. Red sand, I think, was magma. Let's just double check. But I've had so many bees around here, but they are all intertwined. So if you mess with one, you are messing with a large quantity of bees. You guys get the idea here. Now, that one looks really cool. Netherrack, and then we have a clay one. These should all be full now. Yeah, look how fast these actually produce them. Honestly, maybe a little bit too fast because we've only been here for a limited time. We can actually make barrels. Wow, a barrel machine. Okay, nice. Let's put that one inside of there. Let this one go free. That's cool. That's cool. It would have been nice if you could tap on a chest bee. Let's do / summon a chest bee. Because I really wanted to see if you could, like, I don't know. Do you get chests from it? It would have been nice to be able to tap on it and have a storage system. Terracotta bee. I guess that's okay. Now, the next part of this is where things start to get crazy. We have big flowers. Unleash your inner botanist with the ability to cultivate gigantic flowers. These colossal blooms aren't just for show. They are key to unlocking exclusive stem logs and petal blocks. So you have to make these, which is a special fertilizer. Open up this. You're able to make these. You're going to need a whole bunch of these, so I'm just going to grab a whole bunch. Go ahead and plant down specific flowers like this. And then you're able to grow them into these. And then you get special blocks, which can be used for decoration, which is probably something I would use to build, like, a bee aquarium kind of thing. These are so cool. Every single one can be used from my testing. So this add-on is brilliant. This is like the enhancement of vanilla that I really enjoy. It's like a subtle add-on that doesn't actually require you to do a lot, but also offers a lot. If we open up our guide, the next things that are available is going to be different armors. I'm not going to teach you how to craft these, but there is 3 different sets available. It does say that this one is just slightly better than, I think it said leather, maybe? But you literally turn into a bee. It doesn't actually offer you anything insane in terms of abilities, which I kind of like. Pure and simply visual. And I'm guessing it can be enchanted. Let's test. So I'll try all of these, but I think it's just going to be regular, yes. So you can enchant this. So you're technically an enchanted bee. I love the idea behind that. That's so cool. Let's put this back on. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, it's really, really cool. Let's try the other ones as well. This is the hive version, so you can turn yourself completely into a hive. My favorite has to be the regular bee one, and just like before, this stuff can also be enchanted. I believe the last one we have is going to be the actual Beekeeper version. It's not bad, but at least you're going to be protected. I'm curious now then. Sorry, bee, if I was to hit you and you attack me. Oh, he doesn't actually attack you. Is that what it says inside of here? This innovation lightweight armor offers the same protection as leather while calming nearby bees. Oh, so yes, this is definitely the armor you are going to want to need if you're messing around with your bees. And the final piece of the puzzle with this add-on is there's decorative blocks. These are all of the things you're able to make. We have honeycomb bricks. These things can be broken easily with your hands. It's just offering more decoration purposes to your world. They come in slab versions. There's also like a mossy version as well. So yeah, so much on offer for an absolutely incredible price. The Feed the Beast team definitely up there with the best marketplace add-ons. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend.